My wife stopped loving me and forced me into an open marriage now that I started dating someone else. She wanna add more rules. Hello Reddit eyes plus here. 2.5 years ago, Sarah, 36F, dropped a bombshell. She told me she wanted to open our marriage and, let's be honest, it wasn't really a question. The alternative? Divorce. Imagine hearing that from your spouse. I was torn. We had 2 kids to think about, and the idea of splitting up terrified me. So after wrestling with the idea for a while, I agreed. I set up some ground rules. Simple, right? No bringing dates into our house, no mutual friends, family, or co-workers, and above all, keep it private. But here's the kicker. I didn't even have time to date. Between working long hours and raising our kids, I was spent. I ended up moving to another room because the thought of Sarah sleeping with someone else, then climbing into our bed, was something I couldn't handle. We became more like business partners, just trying to keep the family running smoothly. I didn't want to know what she was doing, and she didn't share. Fast forward to this summer, I had hit my financial goals: no debt, fully funded college accounts for the kids, and savings for their future homes. I finally cut my work hours from 74 to 30 per week. That's right, from a grind that nearly destroyed me to actually having time for myself and my kids. Life was looking up. I took my oldest son on a road trip across the US, something I'd always dreamed of doing. I even renovated the basement and turned it into my man cave. It was finally time to focus on me. So, I started dating. Slowly at first. I'm not the type to just sleep with someone and call it a day. I wanted more. A connection. Enter Jane. We hit it off. Concerts, art galleries, movie nights, comic cons. You name it, we were doing it. And yeah, we were boinking too. For the first time in years, I felt alive. But then Sarah started snooping. She wanted to know all about my dates, which was weird, considering this whole thing was her idea. We had a huge argument about privacy and things got heated. Suddenly, Sarah wants to update the terms of our open marriage. Now she wants us to fix things, go to counseling, and even, get this, sleep in the same room again. Her new rule? Outside relationships are strictly for sex, no emotional connection. I was floored. She was okay with me dating when I didn't have time, but now that I'm seeing someone seriously, she's freaking out. And she wants us to talk about our sexual partners. I shut that down immediately. I don't want to know who she's with, and I certainly don't need to share details about Jane. The tension's thick, and I'm at a crossroads. Do I try to repair what we have, or hand her the divorce papers she threatened me with 2 years ago? We've already had 2 counseling sessions, and honestly, it feels like Sarah is making demands that are impossible to meet. She still wants the open marriage, refuses to get a job, and insists we buy another house. Today, during our last session, she threw out the D word again. Divorce. Afterward, she claimed the counselor was taking my side and suggested we find a new one. But I didn't see it that way. The counselor was being fair, just trying to help us find middle ground. Well, guess what? I spoke to a lawyer. Divorce proceedings are in motion. Sarah will get the papers in a couple of days, and I'm giving her 2 months to start making her own money. After that, I'm cutting off all financial support. Here's the kicker. I only started working insane hours after she wanted to open the marriage. Before that, I was working a manageable 50 hours a week. I wasn't out partying or wasting time. I was at home, helping with chores, being a present dad. Now, I'm done. I'm moving forward. Sarah wanted an open marriage, and now she's getting an open life, without me in it.